What's up, guys? Okay, so we're back with another video. Don't judge me. Last week, your girl was going through it. Y'all know what I was going through. So here we are. New week. We're getting back into the swing of things. The good thing is I haven't fallen off my fitness programming. I started doing a new workout split. Well, not a new split, but just like different exercises that I'm going to stick with for a long period of time. I want to give myself at least like 3 to 6 months with this lifting program. Obviously, once I get closer to High Rocks, like my workouts will change significantly. But in my last video, I was told that I talk too much. So today I'm going to bring to you guys a little bit something different. Not that I'm trying to change up the style or let people get inside my head, but like people are ruthless like on the internet. And they're really mean to content creators. Like, I swear, they just think that we have zero feelings like at all whatsoever. And we don't internalize these things. I definitely do sometimes. So anyway, we are taking a chill day today. I slept in, I had my first meal, did my morning routine, went on a nice walk, then went to go to FedEx to go pick up a package that couldn't get delivered to my house for whatever reason. Right now I'm finishing up with my online clients programming so they can get that, so they can start their week off nice and fresh. I am currently on a refeed day because today's glutes and hamstrings. So we're on our second meal. I have a cup of jasmine rice here, and I had 6 ounces of chicken thighs. So on my refeed days, these are my higher calorie days. I do follow carnivore style, but on both of my leg days, which is Saturday and Monday, I do a refeed day. So then I can get those extra calories in and put them to good use. It's not that far away from each other, kind of actually, now that I think about it out loud. But hey, this is what works for me, and this is what we're gonna do. Sundays I fast because it's the Lord's Day, and I like to just always do a nice little fast on Sunday. Geesh, Lindsay. So it kind of just resets my body, so then I could utilize the calories much better on a Monday when I hit a full leg day. So yeah, today, once I'm done with this programming, we're going to get in the car and we are going to go to the gym to have a nice long workout. Like, I'm feeling like I'm getting my spark back. I'm getting back there. I'm not as heartbroken as I was. Since I've already let you guys in on my little heartbreak, everything's all good. Life goes on. Sometimes you have to take a step back when nothing bad happens, but it's kind of just a lot of miscommunication. You have to reflect back on certain things, and you have to just really see the situation for what it is when you have clarity. Like, it's now been like 30 days of space, and I really did it for myself to really heal myself, to come to a conversation logically. I highly suggest it to people, and let the logic versus emotion come into play. And you just got to turn around and be grateful that if nothing bad happened, but it's just one of those things where it just didn't work out and the person is a good person, you got to just be very grateful and appreciative for what they provided in your life. And for me, this person really provided a lot of insight of who I am as a woman, the person I want to become. I can't thank him enough for what is about to be my next step, because I can definitely give my success and give him his flowers to say, like, he turned me into the person I am today. And that's why I was really happy that I did that 30 days of silence, just because it turned me into a different woman. And it's only going to get better from this point, because you can just learn from your lessons and you can just grow from them. So, yeah, all good. I just have to heal completely and take the next steps for myself, and go into 2026 with a new game plan financially, with my online coaching business, my content, where I want to take myself. I'm launching a new business this year that I'm super excited about, that I really think this is going to be it for me. Like, I think this is going to be my millionaire moment. Okay. So yeah, so I'm just very excited. I'm very grounded in my walk of faith right now. I did a 5-day fast. If you guys are religious, you know that doing a fast is the best way to get closer to God and asking for clarity in situations and finding your purpose. And for me, those 5 days were tough mentally, emotionally, and physically. I've never lasted that long, but it gave me so much clarity and insight to the next step of things that I have to take. And it was just a really nice reset for my body to just like clean everything out. So I highly suggest it. But yeah, so now I'm going into the new year. I promised myself no more drinking, no more smoking, no dating. I really just want to be grounded with myself as a person and as a woman and deal with a lot of my inner demons. Like if you don't deal with that shit, and if you don't become a different version of yourself, you'll keep excusing your poor behavior over and over again. And, you know, my new campaign right now with my content and my online coaching is the Becoming Her era. And that's really, as a woman, you step into the next portion of your life where you outgrow the immature habits of gossiping, of being negative, being center of attention, searching for validation. My mic always dies. It's so crazy to me. You can't sit here and be like, men suck and men are that. No. Like, that's just not how it is. Like, but when you meet a man, not a boy who's going to put you down, but like a man that says like, hey, look, I care about you, but I realize that there are some poor characteristics about you that you really need to change to project you into your future. You have to just listen to that and really take that in, and you either do it or you don't. You either can sit here and make 1,000 excuses for yourself, like, oh, I'm this way because of my childhood, or oh, I'm this way because of that. And it's like, just go deal with your stuff and take that next step as being a woman. Step more into your feminine energy, step more into your softness, take away all the trauma and just go deal with it. So then now when you step into the next relationship or you step into the next era of your life, or let's say God brings that person back around, you come back a healed, calm, soft woman. And that's what I'm looking for. I have never been put into my soft girl era, my feminine energy, until I met this man. And I'm just so blessed because now I'm seeing a different side of myself, how I react to situations, how my patience is there, like how I have more grace, and how I just really want to be a different version of myself. And I said this to you guys in one of my previous videos, and I really meant it when I said that. So I've been doing a lot of books, like reading, becoming a little bit more articulate, like just trying not to cuss as much, like really just trying to lock in and really get that new version. Because now that I'm launching this new business, like this is the type of business where I need to go ask for millions of dollars from people, and I want to be taken serious. Like I want to walk into a room and be that girl, you know, and not that girl for all the wrong reasons where people look and like roll their eyes and stuff like that. I don't want to be this loud individual anymore. Like I want to still be myself, but I want to step in and I want to just grow up. It's time to grow up, guys. So yeah, I say all that to say, just like, you know, stepping into this new era of my life, getting into new different venues of content. I'm not going to try and talk too much. So we're going to finish up this meal. Then, like I said, we're going to change and we're going to head and get to the gym and hit glutes and hamstrings today. I'll give it a bit of a more informative vlog style, and then we'll see how you guys like it. But if you guys like me talking and going through my day with me, I love doing that content. So maybe I'll start doing 2 videos in the new year. I'll do like just a vlog style of like a day in my life. And then I'll do like how I am today, where it's just strictly let's get to the gym and that's it. So I'll see you guys there. Hip thrusts. So when you're here doing hip thrusts, I'm only going to do a total of 5 sets to warm. For my first exercise, I'm going to do 5 sets. One, this is just going to be a warm-up set. So this is just me getting like onto the machine and just getting some blood flow into my glutes. So I'm just going to do as many reps as I can. I don't know if this weight is going to be light for me. I don't think so, to be honest with you. I think this is going to be a relatively decent weight for me to start. Anyway, all right, so when you're here setting up for a hip thrust, number one thing that you always want to make sure when you're doing this exercise is you want to make sure that it's like a seesaw motion when you go up and back down. So you're not just like using your lower back, because it's very easy to just pile on the weight, and then start to feel it in your lower back. And if you do, then you're not doing the exercise correctly. So when you're here, you want to look at the mirror, look at the ceiling, look at the mirror, look at the ceiling. The only thing that sucks about this machine is like, because I'm short, it just doesn't feel great. 12 reps. That weight was kind of heavy for a warm-up set. All right, so I just finished up with hip thrusts. Now we're gonna go on to hip abductors. So we're just gonna do these a little differently. There's multiple ways that you could do this in order to hit your glutes, because what we're trying to do is build the side of our glutes right here into the upper glute. So when we're here, let me see if I'm tall enough for this one. You're gonna lift, lift up this way and come out to the side. Yeah, this is much better for me. So I'm gonna do 4 sets on here. I'm not gonna do 5 sets. I did 5 sets on there, working my way down, only to 4 reps. So for this one, we really wanna focus in. Ew, I'm sweaty, so I'm sticking to the seat. Okay, so you wanna make sure that your knees are with the pad. You don't wanna force it out. You wanna just really squeeze and engage. When you're trying to build lean muscle, you don't want to do as many reps as possible. You really want to get yourself to like a 5 to 8 rep range, like 8 really pushing it, where you go up and do a progressive overload in your next set. So then you can build up your strength and gain lean muscle at the same time. I am fairly lucky that I have good genetics, so I do put on muscle like very quickly, and my body will change very quickly, especially when I'm very on my program. So I want to make sure that I'm just doing everything the correct way, because if you're really looking to transform your body, and if you're just going to the gym, that's like the smallest part. It's really locking in with your nutrition, your sleep, your recovery, your mental state, making sure that you're just taking care of yourself. You don't want to be partying and drinking on the weekends and then be strict Monday through Friday and then just keep going through this ongoing cycle, because then you're never going to see the results that you want to see. So you can't be a lukewarm gym person and have one foot in, one foot out. I mean, you can, but you're just never going to see your body really change, and you're never going to look like what you want to look like. I'm going to still do another 2 sets of here on this machine, still focusing in on the squeeze and the engagement of the exercise. A deadlift. So last week when I did this glute workout, I did a Romanian deadlift with a barbell. This week, I am gonna swap this one out for a single leg dumbbell deadlift. So then this way I can get more into the glutes and hamstrings. Now this is an exercise that is easily done incorrectly. So a lot of people don't use a bench, don't sleep on using a bench. I don't think that there's any harm. I think it actually does more benefit, because then you create good ankle stability, because what's the point of wobbling all over the place trying to sustain the weight of the dumbbell, sustain your core, and have good ankle stability, and then you're not even getting into the glutes and the hamstrings? Then you kind of just take away from the entire exercise. So just remember that it's more important to slow things down and to get the accentuation as you're going into the muscle, like as you're going downward, and then focusing on the squeeze as you're going up. So there's no shame in the game in using a bench. So when you're here, you want to keep the weight in the working leg. You can go unilateral. It just won't make the muscle work as hard as you need to if the weight is all on the same side. So when we're here, we just want to have a slight bend in the knee. You're going to hinge forward, so you're going to have a slight bend, and you're going to push back onto the glutes and hamstrings as far back as possible. I like to have a slight bend, not a complete bend. I don't like to go out totally straight, just a very slight bend here. So then as you come up, you're really squeezing and engaging from that whole side of the glute. Almost just took off my toe. Whew. Whew. Oh, yikes. 100 ways to do it, not literally, before someone's like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. I actually don't like this exercise. I'm gonna be really blunt with you. I find it very difficult to properly engage in this exercise, especially when like you do different variations. So I typically just do like a straight kickback with a slight bend in the knee to elevate it forward to come backward. You know, a lot of people lean so far forward this way. I actually might try that out today. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I find this exercise very difficult to properly engage your glutes. So I don't like to go super heavy with this. I'd rather focus in on making sure I'm properly squeezing in the right places instead of just trying to force my leg up. But believe it or not, I like training legs. I don't like training just glutes. So super weird. But I'm more of like a full leg day girly instead of like just training glutes and hamstrings. But since I am more of a hybrid athlete now, I did lose. Ooh, that's heavy. I did lose a lot of my glutes, so I am trying to rebuild my glutes back up. So I think I am gonna do this right here. Come here. Those I felt. So I'm gonna do 4 sets of those. Let me try going up a little bit in weight. 4 sets of those. I just did 10 with that. So I should be able to get anywhere from like 6 to 8 reps on the next set. So again, when you're doing this, and guys, you could do this exercise too. So you wanna make sure you're stabilizing somewhere. I'm lucky enough that my gym has this bar right here. So then you're able to stabilize. So when you're coming backward, you don't wanna like just fling your leg up, because then it's very easy to get that all into your lower back. And you wanna make sure that you're isolating it into the glutes when you're here to properly do a cable kickback. But like I was saying before, another variation that you can do is like lifting up the foot and then kicking back. Then you're just gonna hit a separate part of your glute. But like I said, there's so many different ways that you guys could hit this exercise. Exercise of the evening. The lighting is pretty shit here. So I'm gonna do walking lunges there and back just to finish off my workout. And then I'm gonna hit cardio on the Stairmaster for 30 minutes. Make sure you have perfect form, so we keep the chest up, back nice and straight. Shoulders, you want your knees, your front knee doesn't want to track over your toe, and you want to make sure that your back knee is just hovering up off the ground. You want to get a slight hinge into the exercise so then you can feel it in your glutes. Yikes. Okay. Whoa, those always make me so out of breath. Sorry, I'm like huffing and puffing right into the mic. So I am gonna hit 2 more sets of those. I am gonna cut the video because you don't need to see me do 2 more sets. But that was a short little vlog. Like I said, not that girl really got inside my head, but then it made me realize like, maybe people want to just see the workout portion and they don't want to see my full complete day. So we'll see what your guys' thoughts are in the comment section. So that is a glute and hamstring. You don't need to do a lot of exercises. That was only 5 exercises. You really want to focus in on squeeze, form, and making sure that you're using the proper weights to grow your glutes. Honestly, rest is the most important thing. So I'll probably do a recovery session tomorrow at Sweat House. That has been a glutes and hamstrings workout with me, Lindsay Marie. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for your support. And make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. Please tell me in the comment section nicely and honestly. But if you guys want to be rude, it's okay. These things don't really bother me as much as they used to when I was younger. You win some, you lose some. And I'm at a stage in my life where you can't internalize what people say to you on the internet. People are either gonna really love you or they're really gonna hate you, and there's no in between with me. Have a good one.